Guys, we have a big breaking news coming out. Please share this video. Today is March 15, 2025, and welcome to the Real GS News channel. Guys, before I start, give this video a big thumbs up. Once again, thank you so much for your support. US President strikes on Houthi targets. Iran-backed forces expected to retaliate. Buckle up. This thing is gonna hit the fan. Once again, it says here, Donald ordered U.S. military strikes on these group targets in Yemen with overwhelming lethal force. Your time is up, and your strike must stop. Starting today, if they don't, hell will rain down upon you like nothing you have ever seen before. Buckle up. Buckle up. Remember, guys, Donald said that he's going to retaliate when it comes to Persian nuclear stuff. And yesterday, it was at Blood Moon. Yesterday it was at Blood Moon. And you had China, Iran, and Russia. They were discussing the nuclear program, the nuclear weapons. And Donald sent a message that he will retaliate. I do believe this is the tip of the iceberg here. So there's going to be some strikes to come. Make sure you hit that notification. I will keep you guys updated. There's going to be a lot more news. It's going to be over at Grand Supreme channel. All right, so before I start, for those of you that want to send us letters or prayer requests, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife, Jessica Santiago, at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida, 34691. And for those of you that want to help and support the channel, we have the Cash App link and the PayPal link in the comments box and description box. All right, so today went out, took the wife out shopping. We had a beautiful dinner. Today's our anniversary, and I want to thank every single one of you for that nice message. I received some of the emails. Thank you so much for the kind words. All right, so once again, it says here, U.S. fighter jets from the USS Harry Truman Air Force strike planes. An armed drone launched a major assault on these group targets in Yemen. Someone is like, why you talk like that? Why can't you use the words? Easy. I'm trying to avoid suspension. So I'm always getting hits by this platform. Officials in Washington and the Mideast are now bracing for these group counter-strike as Iran, Persia proxy forces face overwhelming U.S. firepower. Guys, I can't show the video, but there's pictures and videos. The sleeping giant, the U.S. dropped the hammer. They literally dropped the hammer on these group, the Houthis. U.S. warplane hammer these group target. SETCOM dropped the receipt. So F/A-18E Super Hornet and EA-18G Growlers launched from the USS Harry Truman, lining up these group radars, air defenses, missile sites, and drone system in western Yemen. Man, they are really, really, really sending a message. A strong, we have breaking news. Look at this one here. Look at this one. 9 has already passed as U.S. strikes pound these group targets. Retaliation expected. Donald fired off a blistering warning on Truth Social, telling Persia to ditch the Houthis immediately or face hell like nothing you have ever seen. Meanwhile, the sleeping giant forces backed up the talk with action, fighter jets, and drones hammered these group targets in Yemen. At least 9 are gone, 9 wounded so far, with officials bracing for these group to counter strike. Buckle up. Here's the message. Donald to Iran. End support for these group or face U.S. wrath. Wow. To all those group, the Houthi, your time is up And your strike must stop starting today. If they don't, hell will rain down upon you like nothing you have ever seen before. To Iran, support for this group must end immediately. Do not threaten the sleeping giant people. Their leader, who has received one of the largest mandates in the presidential history of worldwide shipping lanes. If you do, beware. Because the sleeping giant will hold you fully accountable. And we won't be nice about it. Man, Donald's really dropping the hammer on this one here. Oh man, he's really busy today. Donald is really busy today. Donald said that these group strikes end now. US strike will be lethal and decisive. Today, I have ordered the sleeping giant military to launch decisive and powerful military strike against this group in Yemen. They have waged an unrelenting campaign of piracy, violence, and, skip that word, against American and other ships, aircraft, and drones. Now, the former leader, Joe, response was weak. So the unrestrained group just kept going. Funded by Persia, these thugs have fired missiles at the sleeping giant aircraft and targeted our troops and allies. These relentless assaults have cost the sleeping giant and the world economy many billions of dollars, while at the same time putting innocents at risk. These groups strike on American vessels will not be tolerated. We will use overwhelming lethal force until we have achieved our objective. Man. What do you guys think? Leave comments down below. But big things are gonna come. Buckle up. Make sure, guys, you hit that notification bell. Subscribe. You gotta subscribe. Donald said he ordered a series of airstrike on these group-held areas in Yemen on Saturday, promising to use overwhelming lethal force until Persia, backed of these group, cease their strikes on shipping along a vital maritime corridor. Now, these group said 13 civilians were out in the capital, Sana'a. Our brave warfighter are right now carrying out aerial strikes on the terror, bases, leaders, and missile defenses to protect American shipping, air, and naval assist, and to restore navigational freedom, Donald said in a social media post. Now, once again, it says here, force will stop American commercial and naval vessels from freely sailing the waterways of the world. He also warned Persia, Iran, to stop supporting these groups, promising to hold the country fully accountable for the action of its proxies. It come 2 weeks after the U.S. leader sent a letter to Persia offering a path to restarting bilateral talks between the countries on Iran's advancing nuclear program. And I just mentioned that at the very beginning of this video. Donald has said he will not allow it to become operational, meaning he will not allow Iran to have nukes. These group, give me a second here. These group reported explosion in their territory Saturday evening in Sana'a and the northern province of Sa'ada, the rebel stronghold on the border with Saudi Arabia, and images online show plumes of black smoke over the area of Sana'a Airport complex, which includes a sprawling military facility. It says here at least 13 were out. Once again, a spokesman for the Houthi-run health ministry, in a statement on social media, he said another 9 were wounded. A U.S. official said this was the beginning of airstrike on these group targets that are expected to continue. The official spoke on a condition of anonymity because they were not authorized to talk to the press. So you have Amir, deputy head of the Houthi media office, said the airstrike won't deter them and they would retaliate against the U.S. So now will remain Gaza's shield and support will not abandon it, no matter the challenges, he added on social media. Wow. This thing is not going to end. So you have this group, Yemen, they are backing Gaza. And they said that any ship out there in the Red Sea, they're going to hit them. And that's why Donald is sending a message. Now, these group is saying, look, we're not going to allow you to take over that strip, the GAZA. All right, so just buckle up. Now, remember, Donald said that he's going to take that. He's going to take that strip. He's going to rebuild it. And it's going to be owned by him, by the sleeping giant. Another spokesman, I'm going to skip his name, on X call, Donald claims that the groups threaten international shipping routes. False and misleading. The airstrike comes a few days after these groups said they would resume strikes on the Holy Land vessels sailing off Yemen in response to the Holy Land latest blockade on Gaza. They described the warning as affecting the Red Sea, the Gulf of Aden, and other territories. There have been no strikes reported since then, again from the Houthis. Earlier this month, the Holy Land halted all aid coming into Gaza and warned of additional consequences for, I'm going to skip that name, if their fragile ceasefire in the biblical war isn't extended as negotiations continue over starting second phase. These group had targeted over 100 merchant vessels with missiles and drones, sinking 2 vessels and taking at least 4 during their campaign, targeting military and civilian ships between the two of the war between the Holy Land and you know who in the late 2023 and January of this year, when this ceasefire in the strip took effect. That's where we are right now. The strike raised the Houthis' profile as they face economic and other problems at home amid Yemen's decade-long stalemated war that's torn apart the Arab world's poorest nations. Once again, this group media office said that the U.S. strike hit a residential neighborhood in Sana'a, northern district of, I'm going to skip that name. Residents said at least 4 airstrike rocked the eastern Jarrah neighborhood there, terrifying woman and young one. Remember what Jesus said, it would be a tough time for pregnant women and nursing. Give me a second here. Pregnant women and nursing mothers. The explosions were very strong. It was like an earthquake. The eastern Jarrah is home to this group-held military facility and headquarters for the rebels' political bureau, located in a densely populated area. These group reported fresh strikes on the southwestern Damar province late Saturday. They said that the strike hit the outskirts of the provincial capital, also named Damar, and the district of Abs. Now, the U.S. and the Holy Land and Britain have previously hit Houthi-held areas in Yemen. The Holy Land military declined to comment. However, Saturday operation was conducted solidly by the U.S., according to a U.S. official. It was the first strike on this group under the second Donald administration. Such broad-based missile strike against these groups were carried out multiple times by the Joe administration in response to frequent strike by the Houthi against commercial and military vessels in the region. the USS Heavy Truman carrier strike group, which includes a Carrier 3 Navy destroyer and 1 cruiser, are in the Red Sea and were part of Saturday's missions. Now, the USS Georgia cruise missile submarine has also been operating in the region. Donald announced the strike as he spent the day at his international golf club in West Palm Beach, Florida. These relentless assaults have cost the U.S. and world economy many billions of dollars, while at the same time putting innocent, at risk, Donald said. That's where we are right now. They got hit. Donald sent a message, and it's a strong one, very powerful one. I do believe there's going to be a retaliation, and it's going to hit the fan, so buckle up. I do believe the Mideast is going to be on fire. This is Donald's first strike when it comes to the Mideast. This is the first one, and it seems like Yemen is the one that got it. And again, guys, like I said, all this is related to Bible prophecy. We have seen the blood moon yesterday. We entered this next day, and they got hit. Yemen got hit. And people are reporting that it was a very loud explosion. One thing I tell you, us Sleeping Giant, we have some very powerful missiles that could shake the ground. And again, information is coming out. There's going to be an imminent strike. And I will keep you updated. So again, I'm going to post a video over my other channel. It's going to be a different news. This one here is going to be something else. It's going to be nation against nation. But it's very important to subscribe and triple check that notification bell, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Again, for those of you that want to give a life to Christ, you can email me. My email is in the description box. Me and my wife are here to help many and to lead many to the righteous path, and that's the path of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. For those of you that want to send us a letter as a prayer request, you can send it to me, US Santiago, or my wife Jessica Santiago at 3432 US Highway 19, number 2, Holiday, Florida 34691. Once again, guys, $1 a month Patreon. We get you access to our live stream every Monday. We talk about things that we cannot talk about in the platform. Also, I posted videos today. Those links will be in the comments box. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you all. Faith and trust in Jesus Christ. For He's the only way, the truth, and the life. No one gets to the Father except through Jesus. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time later. Peace.